Okay. We are now live. Apologies for the slight delay. I had to make sure everything was set up properly, of course. But we should be good to go. I'm sure anyone watching the VOD has read the title. Today we're going to be going over the Multiversus Season 2.5 patch notes. Hello, Mittens. But then afterwards we're going to be jumping into Project Plus with a good friend in the stream, Narpy. So that is our plans for today. We're probably not going to be playing too much Multiversus. I'm going to do my dailies just to give people enough time to get in. Give people about 20 or so minutes to get in before we start reacting to the patch notes. Yeah, little creature. She's been very needy today, so you guys are probably going to be able to see her quite a bit today. Okay, we'll go ahead and do some dailies, give people a little bit of time to get in here, and then we'll go ahead and talk about the patch notes. I have seen them, so we're going to try to go through them relatively quickly. But there is some important stuff I really want to talk about. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our dailies out of the way. What do we got? Unfortunately, we will not be seeing any Beetlejuice today, and we'll talk about that. Oh, music a little loud. Got it. Alright. That looks like it should be better. Let me know. Alright, good. Okay. Oh, we also have weeklies. We're probably not gonna be doing weeklies today or anything like that. DC, human, non-human, assassin. All right. We got some stuff to do. Good old soups. Yeah, we're probably just gonna do the dailies today. Let's see. Yeah, play as a tank, free for all games, PvP. Yep. Should be good. My Superman and free-for-all go crazy. You know I am gonna be trying to do the funny tech though. He looks so cool with his fanny pack. That's not Superman. That's Clark Kent. But Clark Kent's not wearing his glasses. What? Alright, now this is an outrage. I only just now noticed that. He has silly voice lines like when he gets knocked out or something. He's like, man, if Superman were here, he'd be pretty upset about that. I don't think Superman would have liked that very much. Very funny skin line. Oh, I already got to get used to the tech. I also noticed they added a bunch of other new particle effects that I don't know if they mentioned. There's the tech. Oh, I gotta do off a platform. Oh my god, he goes so fast and so far. Oh, he's still alive? I'm fully charged? On God? Oh yeah, I'm super dead off of that. Yeah, they added a free-for-all mode a while back. I'm not a big fan of doing free-for-alls, as you would probably imagine, but they do have dailies that kind of encourage people to do free-for-all. Wow, neither of them died from that. Whack. Ugh. Alright. We win these. We clutch these out. No! I almost choked.
On Etsy, you can find something handmade, handpicked, or designed by people who put their whole hearts to their small businesses. E-commerce here. Discover small businesses on Etsy.
No. Bro, I just can't hit nobody no more. Oh, he's dead. Yes. Oh, I didn't mean to bag. I just meant to fall through the platform. Yeah, there's gonna be some. There's definitely always gonna be some ledge shenanigans, but they did nerf it, and we're gonna talk about that when we talk about the patch notes today. Usually, it does not take that long for me to do a single free-for-all game. Oddly competitive free-for-all game. I usually just like cheese touch of death people with Superman over and over again. The tech is fun to do with Steven since you can do it off of his shield. That sounds really cool, actually. Oh, that actually sounds really good. Because you get so much speed if you do it off of a platform. Like, it's pretty nuts. I've dabbled with it a little bit off of stream, but I still have to get used to doing the tech without platform, just doing like dodging into the ground and then like essentially using that as a dodge jump. But I'm probably not going to be able to do that too well in free-for-all, as you'd probably imagine. Wow, that hit me. No! What was that DI stripe? Oh, I didn't. For whatever reason, I did not think he'd die there. Dude, my guy's not even using. My guy's not even using his new tech, his new buff. Man, really? Uh-oh. My wall fatigue. Didn't matter. Oh yeah, that is. Oh, there's so many things in the patch notes we gotta talk about. There's a lot of big developments that I think are overall really good. I like the patch. There's one big red herring. There's one big red herring for this, but you know, we'll get into it. We'll get into it. I promise. This is the last one we'll do, and then we'll jump right into the patch notes. I just want to give people enough time to get in here. And it's been about 15 or so minutes, so this should be a good last one. The free-for-all maps, unfortunately, are not great for doing the tech. I've noticed. There's not a lot of platforms to do it off of, and I think platforms is going to be like one of the bigger areas where the new tech is going to be the most useful, because you just zoom off of those things. I gotta just get into the habit of like not dodge jumping whenever I want to approach with an aerial anymore. Like dodge jumping, I think they just wanted to be like a defensive option more than anything. Yeah, it's pretty fair. He just landed on him like a dingus. Oh, what? That didn't hit him? On God. Bro, just die. Man, I really thought he'd dodge. Bro. Alright, he's definitely dead off of that. No way! Alright, I won. But I did not think I'd get, like, while trying to, like, kill the Shaggy, I did not think I was gonna get, like, Shaggy upbeat into the other Shaggy side beat. That's so crazy. The next level free-for-all Shaggy coordination is crazy. Hey, Saints, you're just in time. We're about to start looking into the patch notes. I just want to go ahead and do the dailies. Do some of my dailies while we waited for people to get in here. You know, give them that little 20-minute-ish area for, you know, anyone who's gotten the notification to get in here. But with that, we're gonna go ahead and take a look over the patch notes. We might actually change up the music to be a little bit more on the chill side because of that. So let's do some what's some chill songs you guys like, just for in the background while we look over patch notes. What are we thinking? Any recommendations? Persona 5, yeah, it's always a good one. Persona. All right, we'll do Beneath the Mask, but with the rain. I like that one, honestly. And we will. I know I can put it on loop, but I forget how. Oh, all right. This one's for an hour. That'll be good. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's start talking about these patch notes. DK rap. All right. We're going to get into the patch notes. The first thing, and unfortunately the worst part of this patch, is this right here. Not the fact that Beetlejuice is in. I actually am a big fan of, you know, Beetlejuice from everything I've seen so far. Not really a character for me, but I think he's going to be a really interesting character with a really nice niche. However, it's this line right here. If you guys don't know, if you go to Fighters and you attempt to purchase Beetlejuice, he cost 1,250 Galenium, and that's the only way you can get him right now. You cannot buy him with fighter coins, you know, the currency specifically for buying fighters. Now, granted, if you read the rest of the patch notes, it says he's going to be available for purchase with fighter currency in 3 days, but having a premium paywall behind a character for 3 days, it's still a little obnoxious, right? Especially when they didn't say anything about him only being available to people who want to pay money, pay Galenium. it's very obnoxious because this was a very rude awakening for a lot of people the day he came out. I feel like there might not have been so much backlash if they had like told people ahead of time, like, hey, if you guys like, definitely there still would have been backlash because people would have been like, oh, why do I have to pay money to play the character early, you know? But if they at least gave people a heads up and didn't say he's coming out today, guys, and then they came with the caveat of, but only if you're willing to pay money in our free-to-play game. I feel like people would have taken it a little bit better, but unfortunately, that's not the case. Ooh, this is big. I didn't actually see this on my first read-through. All fighters will be available for play in local game modes. In fact, I need to screenshot that and send that to my Discord, my local community Discord. This is big because right now it's almost impossible to have a local for this game because you will essentially need a lot of different people's Steam logins to get in. Like, and so you would need an account that is unlocked every character, and you'd need that for like a lot of different players, right? You can't just boot up the game on like a fresh machine and like, let's say you wanted to host a Multiversus tournament, right? Not only would you need your account to have all of the characters unlocked, but if you wanted to have any more setups, you would also need other accounts that are willing to give you their account information in order for you to, you know, actually be able to play with all the characters unlocked. So it was kind of obnoxious, and it basically made it so local tournaments just weren't really a thing that would like happen. And as someone who runs local tournaments myself, or was like really interested in running local tournaments for for the scene of North Carolina, you know, where I originate in, it was frustrating because I would have to hope that people would feel comfortable enough with giving me their Steam logins to actually be able to run more than one setup. So yeah, it was quite obnoxious indeed. Thankfully, that's getting fixed, so we should hopefully see more Multiversus locals pop up. I know I'm going to start trying to run the Multiversus locals, like, at least monthly, and I'll be sure to provide, like, a stream link whenever I do that, and all that good stuff. You guys will be sure to see it. Let's see, performance improved on lower client frame rates, that's good. Server handles periods of packet loss better. All right, just good netcode updates is what it's looking like. Okay, they specifically did address the issue of lag spikes causing players to run off the map. Awesome, because right now, whenever a lag spike happens, I'm sure you guys know, there's like a 50-50 chance that people will just run off and start killing themselves. So very, very good changes. Like, this is really the main thing I was hoping they would fix netcode wise, because it would, like, especially with ranked, it would just cause you to lose games. Let's see, new PvE event, obviously great for people who like PvE, and I think the PvE that they've been doing recently in general has been very, very good. They have a lot of really creative ideas. And they're releasing 2 new rifts, so I'm curious to see what they have in these. I actually haven't seen anything from these new rifts, but I am always like eager to see what new ideas they are able to like kind of throw into the mix, because it's always like pretty original, and it's always, but at the same time, it doesn't really feel like it has a lot of the PvE. The issue with the PvE, in my opinion, is that it doesn't really feel like there's a lot of substance. It's just like regular matches with gimmicks usually, so I'm kind of interested to see if they provide a little bit more substance. I think the treasure rift that they have, the treasure hunting rift, is like a step in the right direction, but it could be fleshed out a little bit more. Their boss battles are always really interesting. I'd like to see more stuff like that, but you know, in general, I always like to see more PvE stuff. The fact that the thumbnail is, you know, using the same render in Beetlejuice. It just one's blue and one's green, and then the Jack render in the other one doesn't exactly make me hopeful that these rifts are gonna be anything crazy. But you know, I'll have to actually play it before I make any judgments. Let's see. Rift updates. Replace the mission freeze opponent with hit 5 dash attacks. Yeah, I could see that because the freeze an opponent ones wouldn't really work properly, and if you weren't playing like Superman or Velma, you'd have to rely on the tornado, which was really inconsistent and kind of annoying to do. So I see why they would have done that. Remove the yellow text from the Quiet Mind minigame. I'm trying to remember what that is. I'm not exactly sure what that is. Fix camera being too close in co-ops and target break and adventure style levels. I haven't done co-op adventure style levels yet, so I don't really know how that is. But I can see how it would be a little weird whenever you're tracking more than one character. Rift combat updates. Bots are more likely to pick up and throw items. Yeah, I mean, fair. All right. I'm not too concerned about the Rift combat updates. What I'm more interested in is the combat updates that we've kind of already touched on, as well as balance changes. So we're probably going to skim through these a little bit because I am eager to play P+, as I mentioned in the stream title. Let's see. Yes. Overall thoughts on the Teen Titans Towers. I think they are very good maps. I think they could be good with both hazards on and hazards off. Obviously, the only one that I think is like, not really viable is the free-for-all one that has the walk-offs as well as the walls. But I do think the walk-offs and the walls will be very fun in the free-for-all mode because there's a lot of, like, you can interact with it quite a bit. And, the lockdown mechanic makes it pretty interesting. I also feel like there's like an interesting risk-reward mechanic whenever it comes to playing around the walls. It's not like you can just get carried there and like bounced against the wall until you die, in the same way that you can on the court. Like, I feel like for a walk-off stage, a stage that's usually like really annoying and like kind of casual gameplay, I think this does it really, really well. But then when you get to the other Teen Titans stages, I also think they're very, very good. I think that the button mechanic's actually very interesting. I'd be interested in experimenting with that stage shifting mechanic, even in a competitive aspect. I think it has the potential to be really, really neat. I know a lot of people probably have a bad taste in their mouth from Scoobies and whatnot because, being able to change the platform layout in Scoobies ended up making people like really, really campy. But you're not exactly making a gap whenever you hit the button here. You're just changing the layout of the platforms to be more centric and higher up, which makes kills a little bit earlier and all that good stuff as well. So I don't think it's going to be as like game-breaking, the fact that you can actually change the platform layout in the match. So I think it'll be interesting in pretty much every sense, all of these Teen Titans map. Honestly, a lot of people from the dev team have said it's their favorite map. I can see why. It seems like it hits right on pretty much every aspect. Overall, great map. All maps upper blast zone has been extended to 50%. This should help prevent players from accidentally jumping into a ring out when trying to escape a combo. That's the grace area. Okay, I wonder what they mean by grace area. Do they mean like area in which you can kill yourself, but kills with normal knockback shouldn't be affected? I'm not too sure. I hope it's not just we extended the blast zone, because that could actually make a lot of characters kill a lot later, and that could have some drastic changes. But what I think it is if you are not in hit stun, you can be a little bit further into the blast zone and not die. But if you're in hit stun, you will die when you go into that same position in the blast zone. That's what I think it means. Throw room 1v1. Walls will no longer be either at the start of the match, no longer has a wall and floor transition, now will be available in the ranked 1v1 map pool. Interesting. I'm just trying to think what's the difference now between that and Sky Arena no plats? It's just another flat stage with no platforms. Maybe it's a little bit, maybe it's like smaller. It probably is smaller than Sky Arena no plats, but I don't really see, and I think the blast zones on the side are maybe bigger in comparison Sky Arena plats, but I don't really see a big reason why this is that much difference than, especially now that we actually have good platform movement. Tree Fort 2, remove the bounce pad trees. Just completely, wow, okay, just gone. I mean, I guess they were kind of annoying sometimes, but I don't know. I guess it's not that big of a change because 90% of the match you were playing without the bounce pad trees anyway. Hello, kitty. So I guess it's not that big of a change, but I liked them. I'm kind of sad to see him go, but I can see how people would say it'd make it kind of inconsistent. Let's see. The Teen Titans stage is the best thing they've released since launch. Yes, I agree. I agree. That stage is, it's peak. That stage is peak. All right, Water Tower. Center fall through platform and door hazards raised on all variants to address bad interactions with certain projectiles. Yeah, I know a lot of Tom and Jerry mains really dislike that because they would just they'd try to do dynamite as low to the ground as possible. And even if they did it as low to the ground as possible, it would still like end up on the platform above them. And, you know, they basically couldn't use dynamite close to the ground if they were under that platform. So I can see why they'd want to raise that a little bit. Main variant and 1v1 variant added back to their respective ranked map pools. Yeah. I mean, I think they're fine. Hazards off. Especially now that you're getting rid of that like weird inconsistency with the middle platform and like projectiles. I think it should be fine. Hazards off, of course. The doors and the balloons are insane in hazards on. They're very, very disruptive for sure. Okay. So I've read over this for the most part, so I'm gonna speed run through this. Effectively, they're adding Grandmaster rank, which is only available to the top 100 players. However, in order to gain the most amount of like ranked points to be in that top 100, you have to be ranked master rank with more than one character. Like, I think the idea is that they want people who are in Grandmaster to be the best with the most characters, which is interesting to see. I myself don't really have any goal to become like, I feel like once you get to a certain point in your competitive career, especially, you don't really have the goal to be the best with every character. Your goal is more so, I want to be the best with my character. And I feel like as a competitor, if I start dividing my time to try to get like high ranks with a lot of other characters, that's just less time for me to practice with my main character. So I will probably not be shooting for Grandmaster. I will be shooting for top 1 Jason, though. That is something I will be shooting for. So you guys will see that next season. That's going to be when the real grind begins, because I haven't really been able to grind the way I would like to for this season, just due to a couple vacations that I had during the season. But aside from that, they made it so that you should be able to climb much, much faster out of bronze and silver if you fight someone with a high MMR. So that way, it's not quite placements, but you shouldn't have to spend nearly as much time in bronze and silver if you're a high MMR player. And, you know, that's kind of a step in the right direction. You also have, you will also lose less RP whenever you lose between Gold 5 and Platinum 5, meaning that you should be able to climb through Gold faster. And also, potential RP per game loss is now capped at all tiers. Silver and Gold players can no longer lose more than one game's worth of RP for a loss. So essentially, they're making it so that it'll be a lot easier to get to Platinum overall. Oh yeah, also, players can now choose to concede a ranked match in between games in a best of 3. Unfortunately, I still don't know what that means, but I imagine it doesn't mean you can just choose to one and done. What it probably means is you can choose to give up the set. You can choose to forfeit and lose rank points if you don't want to play that person. Which, I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like you should just be able to have the chance. I mean, I've talked about this on stream plenty of times before, but I do think that you should just have the ability to one and done if necessary. I don't think you should be penalized if you don't want to play the best of 3. I just think you should be incentivized to play the best of 3. All right, combat changes. This is the juicy stuff. We went over this yesterday, so I'm gonna try to summarize this to the best of my ability. But the idea is that 1, dodge cancels in general will cost less whenever you're doing it into a attack specifically. This should inherently promote aggressive gameplay and you just kind of dodging in with an attack, and decentivize like more passive behavior with it. Dodge jumps still cost like half of your bar, don't get me wrong. However, if you do a dodge into the ground and allow it to convert into a grounded dodge and then jump, you will get a slightly less than a dodge jump's worth of momentum, but you'll still get like a good boost in the right direction with no invincibility. You'll still get a good boost in the right direction with no invincibility for only the cost of like half of a bar, right? Half of a dodge meter. So that effectively makes it so that you should be able to dodge jump in and throw out attacks more and be more aggressive in general without having to like use half of your bar to dodge jump in at people. The idea is that this should make dodge jump like strictly more of a defensive option than anything. You shouldn't be having to like move around with dodge jump. You should have more options to be able to move around with dodge jump in general. Another thing that's like really, really big whenever it comes to the combat changes that we went over yesterday is that if you dodge and land on a platform and then slide off of a platform, you get a massive boost. Like I'm just gonna showcase it real fast because I don't think people understand. Like, I'm gonna be playing on Jason, one of like the slowest characters that you can possibly think of, and we're just gonna go to, you know what? It's a new stage. We'll go to Teen Titans. Why not? If you slide off of this platform, you go really fast. Like, it's kind of ridiculous how fast. Whoops. I guess if you jump, it like gets rid of the momentum is what I'm kind of finding out. Yeah, the momentum just kind of like halts once you jump. But you can use this as like a pretty sneaky way to just go in with like a burst option aerial. Imagine you're playing footsies, you know, you're walking back and forth, and then like you just kind of went the entire stage length with that. And you can also do this as like an edge guarding thing too. Whoops. Like that's kind of nuts. Yeah. And then you can also control your momentum quite a bit otherwise too. Like, let's say I want to like jump in and bait an option, I can try to dodge into the ground and get quite a bit of movement away from them, or I can use that the same gist to like kind of get on top of them. Now the momentum seems like it halts as soon as you do like a jab or a jump or something, but it's still, you know, it's still like a new option that's like very, very good for, look at how much meter that costed, you know? Like, yes, I hit him there, but I think even if I didn't hit him there, it would still cost about the same. Oops. All right, it costs like slightly more. It costs 1 bar. But at the same time, you know, you basically get the bar you spent back after, you know, if you hit the attack, especially if you like actually follow up on it too. So, you know, the movement changes are quite good. Lots of good stuff. Lots of good stuff with that. And then the other thing is that wall fatigue is actually you get it much faster. Let's say I'm Jason and I'm trying to like stall on the ledge with, you know, up air. This is my game plan, right? You'll notice I start sliding a lot faster. I'm kind of surprised how long it takes me to get wall fatigue still. So I still feel like the wall is still kind of strong. So it might need to be looked in even more, as crazy as that sounds. But like, you know, look, I shouldn't be able to do all this. Like, look how long I can stall here. So I think it still might need even more adjustments. But who knows? Maybe it'll like start playing a bit more of a factor whenever you have to like account other factors into, like, for example, I might be staying here for like a while. Yeah, right now it's after you hug the wall 8 times, but it used to be 12, which is insane. So it still might need a little bit more of a nerf to, you know, stop people from just doing this all day, because I can still do this for a while. Obviously not as long as I was like I'm used to, but you know, the person who I'm like fighting, like Shaggy, if he tried to like contest me at all here, he would have to wait until like, you know, I did all this, right? Like he's not gonna be able to contest this. And now he can finally contest it because I had wall fatigue, right? So, you know, I think it could maybe still, you know, maybe the wall is still a little too strong, but I understand that they don't want to, like, absolutely gut it and have the wall feel a lot worse than it needs to. But, you know, I'm sure they're going to keep looking into it. Priority hitboxes. I haven't played enough to really know how important this is and how big it is. But from what I can tell, I think it's going to be pretty big. The idea is that jabs, specifically now, will lose out to other moves if they, like, overlap. Here, I'm just going to get... I can't get him to side attack, can I? Oh, yeah, they didn't mention this, but there's also an up and a down on the handicap now. Beforehand, there was only an up. There was no down, so that was quite obnoxious. Is there a side attack? There's not a side attack. That's unfortunate. All right. I was going to showcase it. Let's see. Who else could I possibly showcase it with? I'm not going to worry about it. Basically, if someone tries to jab and then it overlaps with another person's hitbox, like let's say I'm Jason, I'm trying to like fair the Joker, but he's trying to jab me. If both of our hitboxes would overlap, his would just get beaten out by mine. That's basically the gist of it. So, good stuff. I think that is going to be really important to nerfing the power of jabs in this game in general, because they definitely do need it. They definitely do need to nerf jabs in some way, shape, or form. Automatic ground teching. The idea is that after you ground bounce someone more than once, they will automatically tech in a certain direction. They can hold a direction. Let's see if I can do the old Jason combo. Whoops. Oh my god, I can't remember the old... Did he not tag? What's going on? I'm guessing he is not in, like, true hit stun here. So we're gonna try, like... Alright, I'm guessing because it's not technically true here, he's not actually, like, getting the tech. There we go, okay. At that point, it was true. So I'm guessing it only counts for true combo, like true hit stun combos. So that should prevent like loops like Tom and Jerry loops or anything like that. If at any point you ground bounce more than once and you didn't tech, there is a chance for you to like air dodge out at some point. So if I do, you can see that he techs. And you can hold a direction to tech left or right as well. But the idea is that we're trying to get rid of loops like Tom and Jerry and Superman and other characters who like looping you on the ground. LeBron used to do it. And we'll get into that later too. All right. I actually did not look over the perk changes, so this will all be new to me. Clear the air, reflecting projectiles now increases the speed by 25%. I don't know if that's going to be too impactful. Jason still can't really use clear the air like that. Here, let me see if I can showcase it real fast. Jason has a bit of an issue with clear the air. Change fighter. Rain dog. Equip set. Whoops. Yeah, so Jason's hitbox is really bad. If I ever try to like parry a projectile, it won't actually reflect. Whoops. As you can see, it's very difficult due to Jason's hitbox. Like, it's because he like leans back as he's parrying, so it messes up his parry timing. So Jason can't really parry like that. I mean, he can, but it's like it's a much, much tighter window than you would think. Like, you can tell he can do it if he's like turned around. Oh my God. Now I'm just a fraud. Yeah, I can do it if he's turned around specifically. But Jason can't do it facing forward because he leans back too far. Yeah, it's I don't know if you guys knew that. Just figured I'd showcase that a little bit. We'll get to this. We'll get to this. Cause this, I'm a big fan of this. All right. Yeah, Jason having hitbox problems. Yeah, that's pretty much it. His like hitbox extends way, way further than you would think because his hand hitbox is like really, really far out there. So whenever he parries, he like leans way too far back and like reduces his hitbox way too much to like actually be able to parry things. But when he does when he parries backwards, it's fine. It's just kind of an annoying inconsistency that I don't really like. But anyways, all right, we'll get into these. Agent Smith. Agent Smith was with a character that I was kind of, that chat was talking about how he would be really affected by the loops. The removal of a lot of loops, and I was kind of surprised to see that he didn't really get compensated aside from some bug fixes. Now granted, bug fixes, are one of those things that people can argue are or aren't a buff, but I really did think we'd see some like actual compensation to make up for gun loops being gone. Let's see. Arya got like a lot of little nerfs, a lot of little love taps. Head hurt box size increase will fix certain projectiles whiffing versus Arya on the ground. A lot of characters in general are able to low profile really, really reliably. There's an entire like chart for how many characters can low profile. Jason's forward air, and Arya is one of them, of course. Just by crouching. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of characters that are very good at low profiling, and some people like that, some people hate that, but obviously player first thought it was a little too overwhelming for Arya, so they fixed that a little bit. They fixed Arya's dodge land, playing the wrong animation. In the Void video where he talked about the Void tech, he said that Arya had like some specific tech. So I'm wondering if this is like fixing that or like nerfing that kind of. Ground and neutral attack, hitbox active duration reduced 2 frames. Forward movement speed increased slightly. Distance unchanged. Interesting. Okay, so I can't tell if this is going to be a buff or a nerf. I want to say it's a nerf because she should be like putting herself in harm's way a little bit faster. And also, you know, it's not nearly as active. That move was like crazy active for some reason. Let's see. Air side attack, charge knockback, multiplier reduced to 1.25 from 1.6. That's good because people would super die off of Arya's like air side attack. She would super duper die off of her side attack. She would get like a fully charged air side attack in her combo as she was like carrying you to the blast zone, and you would just blow up. So I'm curious to see how much this like changes things, because this could be a much more severe nerf than it lets on. Air down attack, repeat move lockout increased to 20 frames from 8 frames. This is good because she had a chargeable down air, and that doesn't sound too overwhelming at first, but if you fought against Steven, you know that something like that's like very, very strong whenever it comes to edge guarding, especially if you're able to spam it the way that Arya was, because they can just kind of like charge it to threaten you into dodging, and then if you dodge, they would just wait for it and then release it. But also the person had to think about like, okay, what if they are gonna charge it and then they won't dodge, and then Arya can get like a free spike. So it, like being able to charge your like spike normal in general is like always gonna be really oppressive, especially if you can like spam it relatively frequently. So repeat move lockout, you know, good call. Air ground up special, repeat move lockout increased to 20 frames from 15 frames. I don't know how much this is going to affect her. I don't know if this just removes certain combo routes. I'm sure Arya mains will be like, oh my god, she's unplayable now because of this change, but I don't know how much it'll actually affect her. We'll see. Banana Guard. We felt like Banana Guard could use more combo starter options, so we're making adjustments on air neutral attack to serve that purpose. They actually kind of tried to do this before, where they added like more of a branch onto air neutral attack, and I remember trying Banana Guard after seeing that change, but it still, his air neutral attack still wasn't like good enough to actually start comboing. So yeah, and same thing with ground down special, which is his crying. They've tried buffing both of these moves to be more combo centric in general, but you know, beforehand they still weren't that good. I'll give it another try to see if it's fixed yet, but you know. Batman. All right, air ground neutral attack. So Batarang. Looks like a lot of just regular bug fixes for Batarang. Batarang will only attempt to home in on Batarang for a maximum of 3 seconds. That's good, because essentially what would happen before is Batman would just dodge through his Batarang over and over again, and it would just keep this active hitbox that would like keep homing onto him that you couldn't really contest. So being a maximum of 3 seconds is pretty good, because you know he can't really camp you out but just by dodging through Batarang over and over again. Batarang is destroyed. Batarang will be destroyed if Batman is still the owner of the Batarang when he is rung out. Good, makes sense. Batarang will be destroyed if Batman is still the owner of the Batarang when he attempts to spawn a new one. I don't know how many instances that would happen, but I could see having multiple Batarangs, you know, just spinning around Batman at all times being pretty annoying. Let's see. Air down special. Yes, this is the move of all time. They nerfed it accordingly. Leg hurt box size increased, hitbox size reduced, startup window increased by 6 frames. Yeah. This was a move of all time. It was almost impossible to contest this move. I don't know if this is gonna be too much of a nerf, or if it's gonna be negligible. We'll have to see how it goes, how how impactful this nerf actually is. Because last time they said they did this, he still did it all the time, and it was still really difficult to contest. Black Adam, weight reduced from 75 to 75 from 85. This doesn't seem like a lot, but I do think this is actually going to be pretty considerable. Right now, Black Adam's like a weird character who's like, he's got like good combos and good advantage state, but not that great kill power outside of like clapping stuff. But the most annoying thing about Black Adam is the fact that it's really, really difficult to actually catch the dude. His like air side special, his like flight, it makes it really difficult to actually pin the guy down. And the fact that he's also one of the heavier characters in the game makes it really annoying, because you don't just have to catch him once, you have to catch him a lot in order to actually close a stock. And whenever he's like throwing out his air side special over and over again, or his like flight over and over again, it's like, it just got obnoxious. So I think the weight reduction will actually be more impactful than people think it will be. Yeah, he's the tankiest, weightiest bruiser. Yeah, he is. And it's really obnoxious in combination with the fact that he's also one of the hardest characters in the game to catch. So I think the weight reduction was called for. I don't know if it'll be enough, but Black Adam's not like a super problem right now anymore either. So yeah, we'll see. I think this is a good change. Bugs Bunny, air side attack, hitbox size reduced so it's less likely for bugs to hit enemies behind him. Okay, that's good. I would still get hit by that move, like, you know, from behind bugs quite a lot. Air side special, rocket is considered an untechable surface. Yeah, I could see how that could be a problem for bugs later. Knockback made more horizontal. Yeah. I mean, I think that's a pretty substantial kill power nerf, no? Interesting. Bugs nerfs, we love it. Air ground up special rocket is considered yeah, consistency. Oh yeah, they're removing yes. They're removing permanent charge on Finn. Thank God. I'm sorry, all you Finn mains out there who watch my stream, but this had to go, bro. Specifically because I play Jason. It was so obnoxious pulling out rage, and then he would just charge his like up tilt, and I couldn't really do anything about it because he'd have like the armor breaking perk on it too, and I just can't really approach that. It was so obnoxious. Especially since they also made it so that like the on whiff cancel window for both his neutral attack, pretty much all of them it looks like, is delayed. You should actually be able to whiff punish this character more. And if your character is a character who has disjoints, they should probably have more whiff than someone who doesn't have disjoints, just because they're inherently gonna brawl better than other characters just because they have better buttons because of the disjoints. So I think Finn definitely should have more whiff on him. And the charge thing, that was stupid. That was stupid. I'm sure anyone who played Finn knew it was stupid. Yeah, it had to go. It had to go. What character do I want to see in the game next? I'm always a big fan. I have two answers to this. I have the character that I want to see because I like the character, which is Courage the Cowardly Dog. The reason why I say he's different is because I don't think I'd want to play Courage. I think he'd probably end up being like either a trap character or like a weird bruiser. Where the archetype that I like to play is this kind of like big body, big hitboxes, bad disadvantage state, but really strong advantage state, which I don't think Courage is gonna do that. I don't think that's gonna be the type of character Courage should be if they want to uphold his character identity. But as a character that I want, because I feel like they'd match my playstyle, is King Kong. I don't care anything about King Kong. I'm not very attached to the franchise or anything like that. I like that he's a big monkey, and have a tendency to play big monkeys whenever it comes to, you know, Smash. But, you know, I'm not exactly like, oh my god, I love King Kong the series. It's my favorite series. But I do think he'd, like, probably fit my playstyle better than anyone I could probably think of. A big body who just kind of runs at you, will most likely have a crazy advantage state, literally going ape on you. Yeah. Mordecai and Rigby? Yeah. Mordecai and Rigby would definitely be cool. Ben 10, of course. Powerpuff Girls, of course. All these characters would be huge, huge dubs. I know a lot of people want Gumball. Ben 10, Walter White's always requested. Animaniacs is always up there whenever it comes to most requested as well. Chowder, I would like as well. I am a big fan of Chowder. I love the show. Once again, another one of those characters that I don't think would be a character I'd play, but, you know, another character I'd want in there. Too much of the new Cartoon Network. We need more of the old Cartoon Network. I agree. All right, let's continue with this. I don't want to get too off topic because I do want to play P+. I don't want this to take all stream. All right, Garnet, Grounded Side Attack, Part 2 on the side variant. Now applies armor on startup. You guys lost. Player first games, you guys lost. You thought you could just take the armor off of her Grounded Side Attack 2 and no one would bat an eye. You thought it wouldn't make the character that bad. Little did you know, you guys had to. You guys had to bring the armor back. They went so long without giving her armor on this move. For those of you who don't know, who haven't played the beta, her grounded second side attack always had armor on it. It was like kind of the noob strat to just literally just jab into side attack 2 over and over again. But at the same time, it was also kind of a big part in how she would like anti-air as well. But in general, whenever the full release came out, they took it away from her completely, which was very surprising to me because from whenever I talked to the best Garnet main, back when I made my tier list video, he said that a big part of Garnet was her armor, and if people could reasonably take armor break or had really good ways of dealing with her armor, she'd kind of get shut down. So that's why it was very surprising to me whenever the full release came out that she didn't have armor at all anymore. So yeah, that was something. Ground neutral attack, hitbox size increased, and hitbox active duration increased as well. Alright, good Garnet buffs. Air neutral attack, startup window before charge, reduced 3 frames. Alright. Air up attack, hitbox reduced, size reduced to better match visuals. Okay. Overall, good Garnet buffs. I think this will start pushing her into the direction of viability. I don't know how much this is going to affect 2s. I already thought Garnet was secretly pretty good in 1s, but I think now she will like pretty definitively be a good pick in 1s. I don't know if this is like enough for 2s. Maybe the armor on her side attack 2 will be enough for her to be a presence in 2s, but I do think she'll be solid in 1s now. I think people will probably still call her bad just because the rest of the characters in the game are, you know, as strong as they are. But I do think Garnet's gonna be good. Garnet's gonna be good. If I had a secondary, who would it be? Well, the main team comp I play is Jack Jason, and the issue that we run into all the time is that we really struggle to deal with projectiles. So I'd probably want to play someone who had an easy time dealing with projectiles, like Tom and Jerry, Rain Dog. Marvin, we struggle a lot with as well. Not really because of projectiles, but because we can't really box with down tilt, but also projectiles don't help. We kind of struggle with Gizmo from time to time as well. So I'd probably want to have my secondary be Black Adam. Maybe Jake, we'll see, but why I'm more hesitant on Jake, I will get into. Who knows? Maybe Garnet could be good. Maybe Superman could be good for like Ice Breath. You know, there's definitely options, but I definitely don't have a solid secondary yet. Black Adam's the one I'm leaning the most towards, just because I feel like he's pretty easy to play and he kind of like fits the archetype I like. But if I had a secondary, it would definitely be Black Adam or Superman. But also, I could consider Garnet and Jake. All right, Gizmo. Speaking of problematic matchups for me, head hurt box size increase will fix certain projectiles whiffing versus Gizmo on the ground. I'm wondering if that will make it so... An issue that Jason has is that if Gizmo crouches, I literally just can't fair him. I can't approach him with fair. I have to do nair, which makes it more difficult to box with Gizmo. Because one of the things that you want to do in matchups that have like not that great hitboxes, which granted outside of Arrow, Gizmo's hitboxes aren't that crazy. You wanna be using fair a lot. You want to be like kind of like outboxing people with your bigger hitbox as Jason. But Gizmo can just kind of crouch under fair and just be like, nah, I'm good. I actually won't deal with that. And that forces you to use more nair, which then can be counterplayed by Gizmo better because you're actively having to go for like less range and he has up tilt and it's a whole fiasco. So I'm wondering if this will help Jason in the Gizmo matchup quite a bit. Let's see. Air, ground, neutral attack. Added maximum charge time of 1.9 seconds. Yeah, that's good. If we're gonna do that to Finn, we definitely should do it to Gizmo as well, you know. I hate Gizmo just holding arrow and just threatening at all times and like waiting for you to dodge and then letting it rip after you dodge. It's obnoxious. Let's see. Fix neutral special. All right. Yep. Bug fix. Air, ground, up special. On hit, cancel window delayed 3 frames. Knockback angle made more horizontal. Knockback increased to 1.750 from 150. Okay. So it should be better at killing in general, but it should be much less. It should be much less powerful whenever it comes to combos. Because right now, Gizmo can just kind of like reset combos on people in the air if he just hits them with up special over and over again. So it's like, you know, it was kind of obnoxious. So I think that'll be good. I'm kind of scared of Gizmo's kill power now, though. We'll have to see how that plays out. But the fact that they made it more horizontal will also make it less kill, like, later. So maybe it'll be fine. Maybe it'll be fine. I think it's legitimately just a nerf to combos. All right, let's get into Harley. I already see chat going crazy about it. Dash attack made more consistent. Ground down attack. Fix an issue where Harley could cancel the second hit kick on hit by taunting. That sounds really funny. I wish I knew about that. Air up special. Hitbox size reduced. Ground version unchanged. Hitbox now better matches the visuals. Okay. Yeah, that's good. She was just exceptionally good at just following people with air up special just because of how ginormous it was. I'm sure we'll still get hit with some pretty wacky like situations, but I'm sure I'll notice it'll feel a little bit better and I won't struggle as much getting down against Harley. Any room in your party for a Black Adam player? Yeah, I mean, I'm down to always play with Black Adam. I think it works well with Jason. I think it works quite well with Jason. What's the team comp I run into the most? It's not any specific team comp. There's characters I run into a lot. We run into a lot of Wonder Woman. We run into the occasional Gizmo. Marvin is more common than you would think. Who do I see a lot? Jack I see a lot. I see Jack a ton. Let's see, who else? Morty I see quite often. And Bugs Bunny. There's like those characters pretty much. Everyone else I don't really see all that often. Iron Giant I used to see a lot. Black Adam I used to see a lot. but not really that much anymore. Same thing with like Banana Guard. There's like quite a few characters that you see quite frequently, but I'm sure that'll change a little bit after these changes, honestly. Iron Giant, no fuel knockback reduced. All right, yeah, this is a bug fix. I remember this one. Basically, air side attack would have more knockback if he was out of fuel, and that was very strange. Let's see. And then rage mode, ground attack, repeat move, lockout increased to 24 frames from 17 frames. Good, because Iron Giants would just spam grounded down attack all the time, over and over again. And it was really obnoxious, and it was kind of difficult to recover against. When is this coming out? It's out right now! It's out at this moment. A bunch of movement updates, all of these patches, a lot of great stuff. Yeah, it just dropped today. Velma's still non-existent. They buffed her a lot. I don't know how much it matters. There's something I wanted to test, and I'll test it before I boot up Project Plus. But there is something I was a little suspicious of whenever I seen it in the patch notes. We'll get into it, though. Jake has been underperforming for a while due to over-centralizing strength of his bite neutral special. We are looking to reevaluate some of his quality of life buffs for a future patch to make his strategy less bite dependent. Now, the crazy thing about this is that they nerf his bite a lot, right? The one thing that Jake's are doing because it's his only good move, and then they give him no compensation whatsoever. Now, they did actively go out of their way to make sure that, like, once he does his air down attack, the little skateboard flip, the floor bounce from the first hit won't count towards the automatic tech bounce threshold. So basically what will end up happening in here, let me showcase it a little bit. So beforehand, people were like, oh, this is going to screw over Jake because he can't do his skateboard anymore, or can't do nearly as many hits of his skateboard anymore. But as you can see, it still works perfectly fine, and it's only the third hit that people can tech against. But to be fair, the third hit of, being able to, that is still like that is still a nerf, because ordinarily you'd just be able to go into bite, but you can still follow people's like, tech with bite, something like that. I don't know how to do it is. Where's my mathematical and radical skateboard PFG? That's true. But yeah, you can probably still do that. Yeah, you probably just won't want to go for the third hit unless you're like really confident on like a read, or maybe you can do like, I was gonna say like maybe you could get into the ground and like do like up tilt, but I don't think so. You probably just won't ever want to do the third hit. You probably just want to go into bite or something. But yeah, the crazy part to me is that they nerfed Jake with no compensation. I want to show you guys something in case you guys forgot. Not that. All right, these haven't been updated. Oh my god. Oh. Velma Main's eating, guys. Don't say I didn't warn you guys. Don't say I didn't say Velma was good before everyone said she was ass. All right, whatever. We'll get into that. Yeah. I was a little worried that would happen. But yeah, if I need to remind you guys, Jake is like bottom 5. All right, this is in teams. What about 1v1s? Jake is bottom 2 in 1v1s, and they didn't compensate him at all. Marvin's a good character, bro. I'm telling you, Marvin's like crazy. I've been saying Marvin's cracked, like basically since I started streaming. And no one believes me, but he's like top 3 in win rate. Now, there's like, every time I show this, I always have to make sure I preface it by saying, we have to make sure we take the pick rate into consideration too. Because if someone has a high win rate but a low pick rate, that means the people who are playing him are people who are like, veterans to the character. They know what they're doing on the character. So in theory, they should probably have a higher win rate, right? because the only people who are playing them, there's a lower percent chance that someone's just picking up the character and first timing them, right? But if a character has a high pick rate and a high win rate, that usually means they're broken. But and the same thing goes if they have a low pick rate and a low win rate. Jake is unfortunately, well, he's like higher pick rate than I thought he'd be. But he's also low pick rate, low win rate. Then you have characters that have like low win rates but high pick rates, like Finn here. That just means he's like, that just means there's a lot more people who are like first timing the character. So him having a lower win rate would make sense, right? Usually a higher pick rate should mean lower win rate. Yeah, so, just something I always have to clarify whenever I pull up the chart, because people are gonna see like Velma, Taz, Garnet up here, and they're gonna be like, what the hell? These guys have this high win rate and Arya's all the way down here. This can't be right. And I'm like, no, it's right. It's just, you know, pick rates and win rates are strange. And I know this because I played the cursed game League of Legends for a really long time, and whenever it comes to figuring out character viability, you have to take a lot of factors in consideration. Unfortunately, they don't have like a elo filter, so I can't see if like for example, Jason's doing really, really well, but I think it's partially because like, where is Jason? Jason? All right, here he is. Yeah, he's got a high win rate and a low pick rate, which is pretty balanced for Jason. I actually think Jason's in a good spot right now. I just think he needs bug fix and quality of life changes. I don't think he needs any buffs. But if they like make his disjoints actually work, which I think with the priority system is a step in the right direction for Jason, and I think he's really going to benefit from it. And I honestly don't even think he needed the armor on his air grab. I didn't use air grab, so I guess they just wanted people to use it more. But, you know, I think Jason's in a fine spot right now. Especially in teams. Where is he in teams? Jason. All right, here he is. Yeah, he's got an above 50% win rate and a high pick rate, so he's pretty good in teams. Who do I think deserves to get nerfed the most? I always like to see Gizmo nerfed, but that's just me. Probably Joker. Joker's probably, he's like always consistently one of the best characters in the game. Wonder Woman's always consistently strong, but I don't ever think she's like a problem. I don't know. For the most part, the game's in a good spot. Finn's always annoying because he's just a touch of death character. I know it looks like, you know, he's in D tier with a 44% win rate, so it's like, why are you saying Finn needs to get nerfed? And I'm like, bro, do you see that? And Gizmo is also down here. Why are you saying these guys deserve to get nerfed? It's like, well, first off, Gizmo's hard to play, so you're not going to see that at low elo, so all the people who are first timing them are definitely going to be losing. But in general, these characters they're despicable, bro. They're despicable. Yeah, I think Wonder Woman's fine. I mean, I don't really think we have that many like super problematic characters anymore. The only characters that I think are really problematic that I would love to see nerfed is like Marvin. And Tom and Jerry just got their loop removed with teching, so that's fine. I was gonna say Tom and Jerry needs nerfs before, but I think he's fine now. Who else? Is there anyone else? Arya is really obnoxious, but only obnoxious in ones, and I guess she's allowed to be obnoxious in ones if that's all she's really good at. And I think everyone else is fine. All right. Finally, we've got to Jason. We can talk about it. Okay, most of these are just bug fixes. Most of them are just bug fixes. Don't get too excited. These are just making sure that he works properly with like the teching system, and it's just making sure he works properly with the teching system, and making sure that Resurrectionist doesn't like do some like dumb shit. But the big thing, and I'm sure this is the moment you've all been waiting for, Air Grab has armor now. I never used this move before. Mostly because it was like kind of risky to go for because the hitbox on it sucked. So like if I missed it, people could whip punish me for like days. And then if you landed it, it didn't really give you anything. I mean, now it's giving me something because like he's not DIing away. But on like DI away, it doesn't really give you anything. So I just kind of like avoided using the move entirely. But now, this is actually pretty good. Having anything that's armored in the air is just gonna inherently make him better at answering like grounded options. Or, you know, it takes away the option of people being able to like try to box with him in the air, right? Like people could always hit me if I try to go for this, or like hit me first, or like, you know, wait and then whip punish me, whatever, right? But this takes away the ability for them to like hit me first or like try to challenge it, right? And that's pretty good, especially off stage. And it's like very good here, specifically in this situation, because if like Bugs is like sitting here and he's like doing like up air over and over again, you know, just like, don't mess with me. Jason can now just go off stage and air grab. And if they're like throwing out attacks, they'll just get hit. Is it faster than fair? No, it's slower than fair. Or at least I'm pretty sure. Right now we don't really have frame data. Yeah, it's the air grab. It's not the axe, unfortunately. But you know, it's good. This is good. Having armor in the air is not a luxury that a lot of characters can have. And dude, you know it's gonna be so funny when I'm recovering with this, and people are like trying to edge guard me, and I just say, Now I can't turn it around like Jack or anything, right? Like I was holding away that whole time trying to like turn it around, but could you imagine? Oh my God, can you imagine what's gonna happen when I go, whoops, not that, chill. When I hit him with like, oh my God, I keep using my double jump to get out there. When I hit him with one of these, oh well, I burned myself out, so you didn't get to see the shield, but you get the idea. Hit him with one of those, huh? Trying to edge guard me? Who are you trying to edge guard? There's potential there, trust. But no, this is good. I'm gonna be using this move a lot more. I think right now I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with the move, because like I said, if people just DI it away, you can't really do anything about it. But this is gonna be good, especially since I can like drift, or like you still have like a lot of air control after you whiff it. So like, let's say I'm like trying to approach Shaggy or something, and he like dodges my move. I can like whoops, not that. I can like do this, and I can keep drifting to like make it even harder to punish. So I'm definitely gonna be using this against like Gizmo. I'm definitely gonna be using this against like anyone who's like trying to anti-air me over and over again. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. Oh my God. That's gonna be kind of silly. Whoops. Who was my main in the beta? I played Shaggy at first. They ended up like showing that they had a very specific. I played Shaggy at first because I like the Jack of all trades attributes, and I like the fact that he was able to combo really, really well. But then they took away his combos and made him like a lot more focused on like his like easier like burst options, like side special and stuff like that. And I didn't really like that direction, so I dropped Shaggy to pick up Batman. And I played Batman for a really long time. Dude, this movement is so good. I gotta get back to the patch notes, or I'm gonna be here all day. I used to think that the grab was the second worst move in his kit. Yeah, it definitely was. Like, there's just no reason to really go for it. It was, like, kind of risky because he just extends his hurt box so far. And it's not disjointed or anything. And, you know, if you landed grab, it wasn't like you got anything off of it. If people just DI'd away, they wouldn't ground bounce or anything. So, you know, And it didn't even like really kill that well. So it wasn't even that great at that. Did it just send up? I don't know why it sent up that one time. But yeah, it didn't even really kill all that well, so it wasn't that great. But now there's actually like quite a few reasons you might want to use it, specifically like on this like ledge area. That could be like a really good like burst option that people don't expect. Whoops. Like imagine that, huh? All right. Let's continue. LeBron James won his gold, and he got buffs for it. Got some buffs, but only because he won. They basically gave him back his like jab aerial down special loop, but because teching exists, it's not really a loop anymore. So, man, stop. No, bad kitty, stop. You done? That's what I thought. Yeah, only cause he won. Only cause he won. If he lost, he was getting nerfed. But effectively, they just made it so that his jab was a little bit better, going into side attack 2, and I believe this should make it so his air down special can combo off of like jab 2 again, so he should be able to like have that loop back for the most part. Yeah, the cat did not like LeBron buffs. Air ground side special, land cancel, window, advance 4 frames. I don't know what that means. I'm guessing like after you land, you can like get out of the way faster. Don't know how I feel about that, but I mean, I'm sure LeBron's are eating. I kind of wish Marvin got nerfed a lot more. I really do. I hate down tilt so much. It's so oppressive and ridiculous. But on the bright side, Marvin's role is now mage instead of assassin. I made a short a long time ago talking about like Marvin as a character and what role he fulfills. And in that short, I called him a mage. On accident, and I had so many comments that said, actually Marvin's an assassin, and I was like, oh my god, of course he is. But now I don't even have to go update that short anymore. Now he is a mage, and now I'm gonna go back to all those comments and be like, actually he's a mage. Check the latest patch notes, dweeb. But his head hurtbox size was increased, so he shouldn't be able to low profile under certain projectiles anymore. I'm sure he's still going to be able to low profile under like Bugs Rocket and stuff like that. But yeah. Alright, Morty also got changed to a mage instead of a bruiser. This is another character that I thought was a lot more mage-like than bruiser-like. I could at least see why he was a bruiser, though, because like his bigger buttons and like, you know, some of his combo routes were more bruiser-esque than mage-esque. But now that he's like comboing off of like dirt into up air and stuff like that, that feels a little bit more mage-esque. So I see why they would want to change him to mage, especially since he's a lot more screen control oriented with his grenades. Up air has later on hit and on whiff cancel window. So his juggles should be a little bit worse. You should be able to get down against Morty a little bit easier, especially if you dodge the move. So that should be good. Let's see. Air down attack, hitbox size increased to better match visuals. I think this is a Morty buff that a lot of the Morty mains were asking for. I remember seeing like his air down attack like whiff all the time, like as he was like inside someone. So, you know, I'm glad the Morty's got that one change that they wanted, but I'm also glad Morty's getting nerfed. Yeah, Jack's still a bruiser. Jack's still a bruiser. Can I make Steven a mage next? I don't get why he's a tank now. I see the idea of why they wanted him to be a tank, because he's like, you know, he essentially makes himself and teammates tankier, but it does feel more mage-like in how he just plays in general. I definitely think the mage archetype is more more Steven style than calling him a tank, especially since he's like one of the lightest characters in the game. Let's see. Rain Dog got a bug fix. Awesome. All right. Rick got a lot of buffs and nerfs, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure most of it is just them nerfing jab. Yeah, hitbox size reduced, startup window before charge time increased, on whiff delay increased. Yeah. Rick got nerfed quite a bit. Specifically his jab. And then, oh my god, they changed jab 3 a lot. Startup window before charge, yep. Cancel window delayed 1 frame. Rocket spawn time advanced 2 frames. Rocket base speed increased. Rocket base damage increased. Knockback. So they made Rocket inherently stronger. That's what I'm seeing. Rocket got a lot stronger and might actually be a kill move now. I'm not sure. And also flies faster. Like a lot faster. So that'll be interesting. Grounded up attack now hits more consistently into the second hit. Yeah, I'd see a lot of people fall out of that. I can see why they want to make that more consistent. Ground down attack, bomb spawn and time advanced 1 frame. Bomb maximum detonation delayed reduced to 1.35 seconds for 5 seconds. Yeah, it doesn't really seem all that too impactful. But it is a funny move, a little funny fart. Air side attack on hit, general cancel window delayed 6 frames, on hit cancel window into side special unchanged. Okay, so they're like preserving certain combos off of his air side attack, specifically with portal. So that's interesting, but they don't want him to combo into like too many other things. Do you think they'll ever add new moves in? Yeah, I think so. I think they'll probably end up adding more, what's it called? Signature perks, probably. And with that, you'll probably get new moves and stuff like that. I don't know if they'll add, like, custom moves or anything like that, like in Smash 4 or anything. But I feel like they probably are open to the idea of adding in more signature perks for characters. All right, let's see. Up air attack. Charge damage multiplier increased. Okay, so up air is going to be killing a little bit more if he charges it. More upwards momentum maintained on the startup. Interesting. Down attack increased 2 frames. Better match the visuals. Hitbox size increased. Okay, his stomp's going to be a lot better at actually like spiking and probably comboing too. Ground and neutral special. Meeseek's command window advanced 3 frames. Up Meeseek's hitbox size increased. So it's gonna be a little bit better, like using projectiles to wall people out. Like this is bigger than people. I feel like this is bigger than people would probably think. So that's interesting. He's just gonna be better at like throwing out projectiles and walling you out. Air neutral special. Hitbox size decreased. Hitbox size reduced, hit stun increased, now ignores player collision during movement. Okay, so they made it a better combo tool. I'm sure Bands is going to go crazy with that, even with the hitbox size reduction. Air ground neutral special, bug fix, awesome. Air up special, reduce backwards horizontal momentum during launch. That sounds like a bug. All right, 2 bug fixes. And now polymorph debuff will show a timer icon for the remaining duration. That's good because I honestly never would know how long I'd have on the Rain Dog. Who's a character not owned by Warner Brothers that you'd love to see in Multiversus? Walter White's probably the first one that immediately comes to mind. Every time I think of potential characters that could get in that aren't technically owned by Warner Brothers, I think of the characters that are also technically owned by Warner Brothers. Like movie Freddy Fazbear is a character that is technically owned by Warner Brothers because they own the movie. Movie Sonic is another character that could technically get in because they are also owned by Warner Brothers. But if I'm thinking like completely disconnected from Warner Brothers, and they would have to like, I want Donkey Kong, bro. That would be so funny. Put him in the game, guys. I love this monkey. This is my favorite guy. It'd be really funny if they got Mario. All right. All right. Let's continue. All right, Samurai Jack. All right, Samurai Jack got a lot of nerfs, so our team comp got nerfed a little bit. Unfortunately, this is not a sign that Team Mama Trauma is gonna come back. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. When we whip it out in bracket, it'll be something special. When it suddenly comes out, you guys will see history in the making when Team Mama Trauma gets revived. All right. Let's see. Yep, bug fixes. Passive, focus from hitting enemies reduced. Focus from getting hit reduced. Okay, so he's gonna have less empowered moves in general, which, you know, fair. Jab 1, hitbox size reduced. This is probably the most substantial one that I think. I'd really have to see how much it's reduced by, but his jab 1, that shit would do his taxes for him. Hitbox ground side attack 2, hitbox size reduced, so it's less likely for Jack to hit enemies behind him. And then also the same thing for ground side attack 3. All right, that's good. That's just consistent. Let's see. Those aren't really like nerfs, or they are technically nerfs, but you know, I feel like consistency nerfs are always acceptable in my opinion. Let's see. Air up attack. Repeated move lockout increased from 15 frames from 12 frames. I don't know how often this will actually make a difference. But you know, he's not gonna be able to like up air into up air, right? That's not really gonna be a thing you ever see Jack do. That's why, I mean, it wasn't ever a thing that he would do before either, so that's why I'm a little like, I don't know if this is gonna be a big deal. But yeah. Air neutral special, remove armor applied on startup, rage version unchanged. So the rage version will still have armor on it, which, you know, I think it can have that. I think that's fair. No longer allows changing the throw direction after a successful grab. You know, I thought, all right, I thought Jack's grab was gonna go one of two ways. I thought either one, Jason would get the ability to turn his around, or Jack would lose his ability to turn his around, because, you know, like, why at what point, why was Jack's just better than Jason's, dude? It was like blatantly better than Jason's in every way. He could combo into it, he could turn it around, it had armor, and now mine has armor, so I'll take that. And it like killed earlier than Jason's too. It was just nuts, dude. Like, imagine if I could do jab, IED, air grab, right? Or even just jab 1, IED, air grab. Wouldn't that be something? But yeah, there's quite a lot of nerfs. But yeah, I figured they were either gonna buff Jason's or nerf Jax, and it looks like they just wanted to nerf Jax, and I get it. All right, this is the one you guys wanted, right? Air/ground side special. On whiff, cancel, delayed by 3 frames. You can punish him slightly better now for whiffing side special. But also, the hitbox reduced, so it's less likely for Jack to hit people behind him on startup. This was really, really annoying for me, especially in the first week, because I would keep trying to like dodge past him because he'd be like, you know, I'd be like in his face. He'd be like jabbing me, right? And then trying to reset into like side special. And then like I'd dodge behind him and then I'd still get hit. So that's actually pretty important just for quality of life. I don't think it's going to make the hitbox less oppressive. I still think it's going to be just as oppressive. But there's gonna be more options if he tries to do side B in really stupid situations. Let's see. Attack will now only transition to okay, so yes. The focus air and ground side special actually has even more on whiff. So if he misses this, is actually even more punishable than the normal side special. The hitbox size has also been reduced to better match the non-focus side special. Interesting. I didn't know it had like that much of a different hitbox. They might just be talking about this change, the one where it doesn't really hit behind him. But maybe his Enraged side special just had a better initial hitbox as well. And then the attack will only transition into multiple slashes if the first attack hits an enemy. That's a big one. That's a big hit. Now, obviously, I think that was necessary. I think that's perfectly fine. Yeah, I think that's perfectly fine and reasonable, right? But obviously that's going to be a big hit to Jack. Is all this going to be enough? Do I think Jack is going to be one of the best characters in the game still? Do I think that he's going to be like top tier still? No. No, I don't think it's going to be enough. I still think it's going to be insane. I still think it's going to be broken. I think this is relatively a slap on the wrist. But we'll have to see to know for sure, because a lot of these numbers are still using numbers from like the previous patch, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, it might not even be the most accurate. So we'll give it a week or so. We'll see how Jack's faring, and then I'm sure we'll discuss whether or not Jack needs more nerfs or not. Obviously, I don't want to see Jack get nerfed because that means my team gets nerfed, so I'm a little biased. But at the same time, I do think that he has the potential to be balanced now. He's definitely potentially balanced. I stopped struggling with him after a week or two of fighting him and kind of figuring out all of the stupid stuff. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to close that. I needed to have that up for reference, but it's fine. But yeah, he's definitely someone who, if you don't fight him regularly and you don't really know what he's about, or like the ranges in which you can and can't punish, or what he's looking for, he's very obnoxious. He's a pub stomper and a half, but you know, obviously he was still a little bit too strong in all categories. But I think he's going to be fine in pretty much all categories now, except like the lower elos. I still think lower elos are going to struggle a lot with Jack, but who knows? Maybe they want like Jack players to rule the lower elos. Maybe he's just one of those characters. All right, Shaggy. So not too many changes, but very important ones. Rage duration changed to 12 seconds from 25 seconds. So now, beforehand, if you didn't know, Shaggy's rage would eventually run out. If you just camped him for long enough, he would just lose his rage. But the issue was you'd have to camp him for a very, very long time for him to lose his rage, and it would just encourage you to not really want to play the game with him for an extended period of time. But now it's reduced to 12 seconds. So now camping him out and like having him feel a little bit more pressure to just like send it on a rage option is a little bit more prominent. It'll make it so that the Shaggy has to like try his best to open you up and find some way to like get in on you. He can't just kind of sit there and take his time. He's definitely gonna be more pressured to like try to get something off of his rage. Last time we've seen a nerf like this happen, we've seen an Insurgence of Hangry Man. I'm wondering if we'll start seeing the same. I know Hangry Man is like not really taking all that much right now. Even though it was like taking a lot as soon as the beta came out, because Hangry Man was broken when it first came out. But yeah. But the bigger thing is that all of the characters or all of his like rage specials no longer break armor, which is pretty nuts. That's like a surprisingly large nerf, because you're going to be able to deal with rage normals a lot easier now with a lot of characters. Who knows? Maybe I'm going to start like air grabbing out of disadvantage with Jason. That'd be wild, huh? Dude, I might actually start doing that. That sounds so funny. Who do I think has the coolest looking combos? Let me take a look. If I had to give like one off the top of my head, I would say Rick. I always like seeing people be like portaled around and like, you know, some crazy projectile play and stuff like that. LeBron's also pretty good because he's got some really cool combos and a lot of like loops and resets and all that stuff. Let's see. Superman will just blow you up, so it's he's like kind of like that. He's like one of those characters that like he's really lame to fight because at any moment if he gets a good hit on you, you could just die. So it makes it like really hype to watch, but really, really lame to fight because you're like, oh, I fucked up once. I guess I'm just dead now. But yeah, if I had to say coolest combos, I'd probably say Rick. Morty has a lot of potential, but I kind of hate Morty. I'm not gonna lie. LeBron's also up there. Batman's got some cool stuff too with his Batarang. He can get some like reverse hit Batarang shenanigans, and that's always really cool. Let's see. Stripe. Down special. Base cooldown removed. Ammo cooldown reduced to 12 seconds from 15 seconds. Interesting. So now he can just spam the dynamite if he wants to. Obviously, he still has to wait for the ammo to come back. But if he wanted to just dynamite into dynamite again, he could. So that's interesting to see. Taz's role is now an assassin instead of a bruiser. Yeah, that makes sense. He definitely has that I'm gonna run at you and try to kill you archetype more, but he's also kind of heavy. So, you know, I could see why someone would say he's more assassin or more bruiser, but you know, I guess his like I'm going to touch of death you kind of play style is a little bit more assassin-y. He's definitely less like I'm gonna try to get in and like out button you than other bruisers, so it makes sense. All right. Joker, grounded side attack 1. The fish, hitbox size reduced, visuals updated to match. All right, we're always glad to see Joker fish get nerfed. Always glad. Error ups. All right, just a bug fix for the most part. Let's see. Velma. All right, last two patches. This is the next juicy one. We're looking at Velma now. Velma can be oppressive as a projectile zoner, but still lacks the tools to complete her combos when she gets into melee range. We are limiting the strength of her projectile tools while increasing the strength of her close range attacks to give her a better punish game when she finds the moment to strike. We have also given her a new attack in the form of an on cooldown down special that she can use to start combos at close range. Hey, you were asking if they would add new moves. This is kind of a new one. Let's see. Ground side attack. Her jab was made a little bit faster, and on whiff, it was made a little bit more dangerous to whiff. So it makes sense. Jab 2 hit stun increase, so that means her jab 2 combos should be a little bit more prominent. And I was actually curious about this, so we're gonna take a little look at it. I want to see if this is ever like true. Like, because beforehand this was like a what's the word I'm looking for? A burnout only combo where you could do it against someone who is in burnout and they didn't really have a lot of options. Yeah, okay. It's still basically just a burnout combo, but she does have options. Maybe she could do jab jab. No. Still doesn't seem like she has a lot. Not even that, really? Okay, no, that does exist. They just want her to go into jab jab up tilt is what I'm seeing. But she can do jab jab like megaphone, which It's oddly, you have to be oddly on top of them to do jab jab megaphone, which is kind of weird. Oops. I'm trying to do the new tech they did. Yeah, you can like be pretty difficult to catch now with the tech. Yeah, that's like very difficult to actually deal with, I'm sure. That'd be good. Let's see. Ground up attack. Hitbox added development's chest. This should help with hitting smaller characters more consistently. Yeah, they just want you to do jab, jab, up tilt on people. That's what I'm seeing. Grounded down attack. Startup window reduced by 2 frames. See, this move is like pretty close to being good, but I feel like they just want you to hit it raw. Oh, okay, hold on. Hold on. We're cooking something, guys. Okay, that's like something. But you do have to hit it raw, which is like the hard part. But you also like get imagination after you hit someone with this. Yeah, you can pretty much get anything you want after just hitting this. But it's like still kind of, well, it's not that short range. You can probably do stuff off of that. Maybe you can do like, ah, not quite. Well, maybe. All right, yeah. There's stuff there. Let's see. Uncharged damage increased for side attack. Uncharged knockback. Scaling increased. Okay. Maximum charge. Multiplier reduced. All right, so basically they just made it kill at later percents, but combo better at earlier percents. So they literally just made the move better in like every right for her air side attack. The only thing they didn't really buff is the hitbox. Air/ground neutral special. Homing speech bubbles now stop homing if the enemy dodges the speech bubble. Yeah, that was pretty annoying to deal with, I won't lie. Speech bubble, maximum lifetime reduced to 2.5 seconds from infinite. Yeah, I can see why that was a little obnoxious. Stat speech bubble knockback angle made horizontal and backwards towards Velma. Okay, so you should be able to combo a little bit better with her sass. Ally empowered Toodle speech bubbles maximum lifetime reduced to 8 seconds from 10 seconds. All right, so basically they made these combo a little bit better. Instead of like sending away, they send towards, so you can like, you know, he's DIing away here whenever he gets hit with this, so you get some pretty good combos. Whoops. I'm still struggling. All right, she's still hard to combo with. That's something. All right, you get the idea. Let's see. Mystery Machine can now re-hit enemies that have dodged the capture hitbox after 1 second. Okay, so you can't just dodge through it, but Mystery Machine capture hitbox is now a low priority. So you can just like smack it away. So that's interesting. I feel like that's a pretty big nerf to Mystery Machine, but we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Airside special movement and knockback completely revamped. This attack now moves Velma farther and knocks enemies into her path, allowing this attack to act as a combo starter. All right, let's see how much of a combo starter this is. It was air side special, right? Yeah, air side special. I don't know if you're comboing off of this. Let's see. Oh my god, this is oddly difficult. There's like something there, but I still don't feel like it's like, I wouldn't call it a combo move. Yeah, I'm probably just doing it at too low %. Yeah, I don't know. It still sends a little too far away. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't buy that it's moves Velma farther and knocks enemies into her path, allowing her to use this attack as a combo starter. I don't think that's the case. Air up special, vertical momentum increased. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's something. I mean, it definitely is a little bit better as a recovery tool, but you're definitely not comboing off of it. Book now spawns location closer to Velma. All right, yeah, it's basically a bug fix. All right, this new move. Well, I mean, that's kind of funny. Hold on. Is that what they meant? Is that what they meant as it being like a... That's kind of funny. Hold on, does it work at 0? I have to know. My book routes are about to go wild. Bro, what percent are you supposed to... At what percent is this supposed to be a combo starter? What? Did they just like forget to patch this move? Because I don't feel like... I don't feel like it's changed at all from like the last patch. Did they just like forget to add this? I mean, this does start combos. This is a combo starter. It feels like they just completely forgot. Because this feels exactly the same as it did before. Does this look like it goes further to you? I don't think it looks like it goes that much further. And I don't really feel like it's a combo starter when I can't land anything off of it. Alright. I mean, overall, the Velma changes. I mean, I like this move. This move is really funny. Maybe that's like a... I don't think you're gonna get any funny routes off of that, but it's like, you know, it's something. And you can also do... Oops. You could probably also do like... Okay, I can do that. So there's stuff there. I like this move. But this move, I feel like they also talked it up, and it's basically the exact same. And the reason why I think this is a problem is if you're gonna like nerf a character who's bad, then you have to compensate them, right? And is this enough of a compensation? I'll have to see. Maybe some Velmas will hit the lab and they'll find some stuff I won't. Maybe this setup right here is just so crazy. My Velma reads go so hard. Maybe you could do like something like that.
The robots have gotten pretty good at what they do, but they can't give an
Oh my god. You guys see the vision though.
made, hand-picked, or designed by independent sellers who bring their whole hearts to their small business.
Oops.
Discover hand-blown glassware, reclaimed furniture, personalized jewelry, hand-picked vintage
Oh yeah, I'm
custom
doing it with the,
design
yeah, I need the cooldown one.
So the next time you're shopping for yourself or someone special, choose a
Oh, you can do it off of Jab too. That's kind of nice.
Keep commerce human. Discover small businesses on Etsy.
Wait, hold on. Hold on, I got an idea. Oh! Oh my god, this is actually so funny. Oh, I like this. Wait. Oh my god. It's all coming together. Velma's busted, guys. Trust. This stuff doesn't matter. Hold on, hold on. Ah, no. No, I will get this. No, I'm trying to like do jab. Ah, jab's too slow, I think. I was thinking I could do like into Airwalker book again. Or into Airwalker jab jab book again, and then do another like book into something. But yeah. You can't hit them with a projectile or it won't combo. Yeah, there's something here. This could be big. Ooh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That could be nasty. That was true. Oh, wait. That could be crazy. Oh my god, I wish I was better, Velma. I got it one time. Ah! All right. You guys see the vision. I hit it one time. That's enough to convince me that it is a thing. It could be real. Now, will that work at like higher percents? And is that actually any good? Probably not. But well, it doesn't actually send that far, so. Ooh. I shouldn't be like trying to lab this because I don't play this character at all, but oh my god. Ah, it's right there. Ah! There's something there. I know it. I know I'm gonna see it on Twitter later. I'll be like, ah, I found that out too. Ah. It's gonna show, the Velma Twitter clips with the book are gonna be all over my timeline. All right, let's see. Last one, Wonder Woman, and then we gotta play some P+. Wonder Woman, air ground and neutral special armor duration after hitting an ally reduced to 0.5 seconds from 2.25 seconds. That's actually pretty big. Because that essentially means that, like, her lasso will effectively get people out of situations, but it won't, you know, she can't, like, give them armor with it, pretty much. And then grounded air and down special armor duration reduced to 2.5 seconds from 3.7 seconds. I don't know if this is going to be too important. I think they'll probably still function about the same way as they normally do. But, you know, this is pretty good because, or this is actually a pretty substantial nerf, rather. Because it changes how people can use Wonder Woman's armor completely. So that'll be pretty big. All right. Overall thoughts on the patch. Good patch. I don't really think I hated anything in this patch, with the exception of them nerfing Jake with no compensation. A character who's like a bottom character, like one of the worst characters in the game. They nerfed him with no compensation. I wish there was Marvin nerfs. And oh yeah, Beetlejuice not even being available for purchase with fighter coins. That's pretty obnoxious too. But that'll wrap it up for now. I am going to attempt to contact Narpy real fast. Because we are going to play some Project Plus now. The thumbnail was a monkey, so you guys should have already known. You guys are trapped in here. But overall, good Multiversus patch. I think it's a great step in the right direction. Multiversus is so back. I'm really excited to try out the movement changes more in like actual matches. I haven't really been able to play too much today outside of what you guys have seen on stream. I'm excited for what this could possibly mean for Jason. I'm excited to start spamming the air grab with armor. I'm sure it's just one of those moves that, because it wasn't that great before, I didn't realize what situations it was actually good in. So I have a sneaking suspicion that once I start using it, I'm going to realize that the move was like secretly good all along, even without the armor. What's Project Plus? It's a little game Nintendo doesn't want you knowing about. It's a mod of the game Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Hold on, I actually gotta make sure I don't show anything Nintendo wouldn't like real fast. So we're gonna change the overlay for a sec. It's a mod of the game Super Smash Bros. Brawl that makes it more akin to something like what are you doing? That makes it more akin to something like Melee. Now, I don't really, I'm not really known as a Melee guy. I play a lot of Ultimate. Yeah. But essentially, it's just a mod of Super Smash Bros. Brawl that makes it play a lot more like Melee. It's got a really dedicated community behind it, and I am eager to learn it. I played a lot of Melee Donkey Kong, and I played a lot of Ultimate Donkey Kong, and my goal is that I want to learn how to play P+ Donkey Kong too. And I've also heard that P+ Donkey Kong is actually good. Alright, we're going to be playing with Narpy. I'm going to run a practice match while we wait, though. Who are we fighting? What character we're fighting against, so I can get my practice in. Like I said, I played Ultimate DK, and I played Melee DK, so I'm trying to combine my talents to learn P+ DK. Who's your favorite Smash DK? Right now it's Ultimate, but I feel like P+ has a good chance of being my favorite. Who's the best and who's the worst in P+? I don't know. I don't play P+ like that. We're learning it. If I had to look up a tier list, I'll look up a tier list for you guys real fast, because we're learning together. There was actually a big update for P+ recently, so this tier list is probably out of date. Is there like a... Alright. Yeah, this one's probably out of date, but it looks like top tier is Meta Knight, ZSS, Wolf, and DK is all the way down there in A tier. And it seems like the worst is Luigi, King Dedede, Jigglypuff, which is very interesting because I always thought Jigglypuff would be pretty good because, you know, she plays like melee Jigglypuff in this game. So yeah, we will. We're learning together. We're learning together, that's for sure. DK's actually good in this game, so I'm excited. I'm excited to play a Smash game where DK is actually considered a good character. He's not top tier or anything. I know he used to be. I don't know if he still is. Yeah. Here, let's fight Fox McCloud since it's akin to melee. While we wait on Narpy to respond. Uh-oh. Oh, whoops. Wow, chain grabbing does not work the same way it does in melee. Oh, alright. Good start. Chunky Kong the GOAT? Yeah. Chunky Kong is my GOAT. So is Junebug, though. I don't know if you've seen SmashCon's results this year. Junebug got 3rd, which is the highest placement at a Super Major a Donkey Kong has ever gotten in that game. But Chunky Kong is also goated. I've watched a lot of his streams just to try to find, like, DK info. Oh, no. All right. You can tell I don't play that much melee. Oh my god, I missed my jump. Ah! My timings are all off. Ooh. All right, I'm losing to the CPU. Not a great start. Have you seen the Japanese DK Hikaru? Yes, Hikaru was the OG. He was the best DK before Chunky Kong came around. Back whenever I was playing in Smash 4, he was like the DK. Like obviously I think DK was actually a little bit better in Smash 4. Now, like playstyle wise, probably not, because like he just had less options he relied on. He was like he's already like grab the character, but he was like even more grab the character before. Oh yeah, I forget. I can't just up B out of shield in these games. I have to like jump cancel out of shield. But yeah, Hikaru used to be the DK. I mean, the result everyone knows him for is Civil War, but he retired a long time ago, unfortunately. But DK, he is still a favorite of mine. Let's see. All right. We got a message back from Narpy. All right, hold up. I gotta mute my my desktop audio. Actually, I probably don't need to. I gotta mute my desktop audio real fast because I gotta listen to a tutorial on how to set up NetPlay, and I feel like Nintendo would not like that if, you know, I watch this video in general. So I'm gonna mute. Specifically desktop audio. What was my first Smash game? First Smash game was Technically, Melee. Technically. But the first one I started getting competitive in was Smash 4. I played a lot of Falcon. I then tried to transition that into Ultimate. And eventually, along the path, I found out the DK fits my playstyle a lot better, and I also like DK as a character a lot more. So he was just kind of like everything I could possibly want in a character. I still play Falcon occasionally from time to time, but yeah. Let's see. What's everyone else's first character? Anyone have any inspiring first Smash game stories they'd like first time whenever they got into a competitive game stories they'd like to share? I'm curious myself. Let's see. All right. All right. Gee, mins. All right. We're trying to get NetPlay set up now. Here, we're gonna just change it to this just in case. Just to make sure everything's set up properly. Trying to remember how I did it. It's been so long since I've done anything like this. Okay. All right. Let's read some of these stories while we wait on Narpy to connect. All right. Got my furry smash too late. First game was Ultimate. Hey, that's perfectly fine. Ultimate's, it's the ultimate game, right? It's a great one to get into. It's one of the best out there for sure. Like when you think of like all the Smash games, there's like it's almost a coin toss that you land on a stinker. Brawl obviously is really well known to not be the greatest. Oh, hold on just a sec. All right. Okay. Oh, this Narpy guy's kind of good. All right, we're gonna get washed for a little while. I'm letting you guys know now. I am learning P+, and I think Narpy plays this game. All right. There we go. Let me. All right. Make sure everything's set up for stream. Oh, no, I need to set my name. I'm sorry, Narpy. I play with Bumper Jumper. I'm a scrub, I know. hope this won't cause any problems. My ultimate has like babied me. I didn't even know he could make his own custom, like, what's it called? Little player icon thing. All right. We're going to get our ass kicked for a while. I'm letting you guys know now. Ooh. All right, all right. Why is it? Why is it? I mean, I guess it's just the first time. All right. Let's get it. Probably random's fine, right? I think we're just doing a button test, like a lag test now. All right, now we're gaming. The Smash player etiquette. Oh, I meant to back air. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yoshi could do that. Ah, I meant to up B. All right, all right. Oh, did we desync already? Oh. Now, the online for P Plus is not great right now. Oh, Ooh, yeah, I didn't mean to roll in like that. I meant to wave dash. All right, hey, I'm doing better than I thought I would. I thought I'd get like 4-stocked every game. Yeah, I gotta learn how to snap ledge a little bit better. Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted. Oh, no. All right, we're good. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's fair. I can't recover high every time. Oh, yeah, you guys see it? I forgot the GameCube controller goes so crazy. Uh-oh. Did he mean to pick Luigi? I can't tell. It said possible button desync. I can't tell if everything's good or not. Did he actually pick Luigi? Dude, yeah. What? I know I can do like a special... Oh, yeah. Yeah, my special... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Ooh. Ah, yeah. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Alright, yeah, he's dead. Oh my god, unless he misfires. Unless he misfires again? I think I just killed myself. I got footstooled. No, my God. All right, I got styled on. All right, it's still working fine. Oh, I didn't even know that it works as a random button. That's cool. All right, this is gonna be an interesting one. Oh, all right, awesome. Hey, I'll play it out. Oh my God, I keep messing up. I'm so bad without a buffer. Oh my God, I'm just dead. Is that Knuckles? Yeah, Knuckles is in this game. Well, all right. Oh, that's true. I'm trying to figure out how I go about my grab game in this, because it's almost like a weird mix of ultimate and melee. I'll try out Knuckles after this. Oh my God, I tried it. Oh, what even happened to me? Now Narpy's back at me? Oh shit. No! I tried down tilting, bro! Yeah, there's no way he's dead off that. Oh my God, I didn't mean to roll in! I tried to attack in place! No! Okay. Alright, yeah, fair enough. You caught my tech roll out with Fireball. I see you. Down special in the air is crazy good. I imagine you mean with DK? I was not aware. What makes it crazy good? I know what it is, kind of. I know what it is, kind of, but I don't know what exactly makes it good. Does he have another character's moveset pasted onto him, or did they figure out a way to give him unique moves? He has unique moves in this one. All right, you know, do it up, Murphy. Show me the game, bro. Yeah, I'll do Poke Floats. Oh, okay. It's not even. Oh my. Oh, I love. Toy DK. Also, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Ah, I see. Whoops. Well. Well, can I only glide once? I'm guessing I can only glide once because that's happened twice now. At first I thought I just misinput it. Yeah. Oh. Interesting. I'm learning DK stuff slowly. I gotta like, I feel like his grab game is way different than it is in like any other Smash game. Wow, I couldn't do anything out of that. What do you think I am? Yeah, it's fair. Isn't Tails in this too? No, that's a different one. That's a different mod. All right. I played Knuckles for the fans. He's pretty cool. I'm just not very good at him. I need to figure out Donkey Kong's grab game though. I feel like that's something I really want to learn. I have no idea how it's actually supposed to work. I don't actually know how to do the special. I can't do it. All right. Whoops. Oh, that's safe. Yeah, I'm so dead. That's fair. Wow, I just can't like re-grab it all. I gotta figure out like a new strat when like. I think DK's got some like. I need to be a lot more willing to use like DK speed than anything. Aw, damn. Unfortunate. Interesting. I have no idea if he could have like done something there or. Yeah, the old players. That's so true. I seen Junebug one time, and now I'm up being out of shield every time. Oh, I tried to... Whoops. Oh, I'll be out of shield, dude. Oh, it's so... That's the melee, I'll be out of shield. These whole players don't know what's up. That's true. I'm learning, dude. I'm learning the game. I don't know my routes yet. I know up B out of shield and up throw up air. I know ultimate DK and I know melee DK. Oh, hold on, I got you. I got you on the combo. I got you on the combo, don't worry. Alright, we're done. Oh, I'm about to get bodied. Oops. I was gonna go here. I like this one. Little Mario Sunshine stage. Uh-oh. Holy moly. Oh, all right. Wow, that came a lot closer to killing Kirby than I thought I would. I don't know if I could have got like a DI mix combo off that or not. Oh man. Yeah, it's pretty fair. I keep going for that. Dang. Oh yeah, you can do that. Dude, I almost got cooked on it by that time. Oh shit. Ah, I thought he... We just let it rip, guys. No, I tried to like wave dash out of the way. I was just too slow on it. I knew it was coming. I tried to bait it into like punching him. Oh my god. Get out of here, bro. Just don't try to do that shit to me. What do you think you are? I haven't played P+. I've played the other ones. uh, you know, I do actually like Sonic in this game just because I like the Jet Set Radio skin more than anything. I think the Jet Set Radio skin is so cool. Oh shit, I'm about to get mollywopped, bro. I need to figure out how Glint works in this game. You did get the balloon. I'll give it up. It's been so long since I played on Smashville, where there was actually balloons to hit. No, we got another one? This sucks. My life is over. He knew the balloon timing? There's no fucking way. That balloon was so off camera. Get out of here. No! That happens to me in Ultimate sometimes too. No! No! The system's rigged. Holy moly, dude. I'm getting... Alright. Oh, alright. I gotta lock in. I was playing around before. Alright. I have what I've needed. I have now what I need to win. Alright. Oh, no. I gotta stop, like, mashing. No. Bro, why was it on that side again? Holy. Oh, my goodness gracious. Huh. Ooh, get the balloon. All right, that was something I've been trying to. All right, yeah, it's fair. I can't do it the same height every time. I get it. I've been trying to like figure out what the height is for. I've been trying to figure out what the height is for. What's it called? I don't know what these are, but they look cool. I kind of don't like the... I'll take this one. But, what was I saying? I've been trying to figure out the height that I need to start doing up Bs to... What the f... Alright, this is cool. Oh, shit. Oh, all right. Bro. All right, we take those. Aha, not gonna roll in that time. All right. Oh, all right, all right. I thought I was being pretty good at mixing it up, and he got me. Yeah, I know what you're doing. I was like, no way he expects the tech in place again. Yeah, I forgot meteor cancels exist in this game. Oh my god. Melee kids, bruh. They can't handle guessing wrong. Oh my god. What? He went like nowhere. Yeah, I gotta stop no-teching. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. I'm running it back. I gotta run it back. I gotta get the salty run back. Oh my god. Ah, dude, I suck on Falcon in this game. Bro! Oh my god, I'm getting cooked! Bro, I just can't grab this guy. No way, bro. Ah! Dude, I'm getting so cooked this one. Dude. What? That should not have won there. No. Oh my god. All right. My Falcon does not do good in the dittos. I only keep the Falcon for floaties. So that is how he shall stay. Oh, fuck. I keep forgetting I can't actually just hit random. Oh, yeah. GameCube Rob. Very funny. Wow. I'm just dead. No way. Ah. Oh, he's just dead. Wow. All right, we're good. We're good. Wow, I'm just dead off that. That's crazy. Oh, I'm so cooked, actually. I had to try to dash back F smash. Yeah, I didn't know if I needed to do anything there or not. I didn't know how threatening that was. Yeah, he's probably good there. Yeah, I tried to mix up my DI. It didn't really matter. It seems like he can react to it. Ah, no, I tried to call that out. I tried to call it out and overshoot, and he literally just ran basically off stage, and I'm like, dang. He literally went to the very edge. That's crazy. Yeah, it's all right though. Oh shit! All right, Narpy, if you're in stream, we got one more. I just realized it's 8 o'clock, so stream's gonna go ahead and end. I am going to do a little bit of work to make sure my video should be out on Friday. But yeah, go ahead, play mains, whoever you want, really. This will be the last one. It was a weird idea to make Jason a monkey, but I'm really digging it. Ah, I missed the double jump. Oh my god, I missed the jump out of shield. Yeah, I can't do nothing there. Yeah. I tried to up B his side B and kill him that way. Oh, my grab just didn't come out. I just looked at him longingly in the eyes. Oh my god, my back air didn't come out either. Ah, that's unfortunate. Wow, yeah, that's fair. I get that. Oh my god, I missed the double jump back air. Yeah. Can't DI behind me forever. Oh, man. All right. GG's, Narpy. We'll run some... Yeah, I know. The last jump punch was definitely a way to end it. So I'm sorry, Narpy. I told you ahead of time it was the last one. At least I'm not the kind of guy who will be like, nah, man, that was the last one after I win, you know? All right. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, I hope you guys enjoyed the P+. I enjoyed myself. I'm ready to like learn this game and actually like put in some time to try to learn P+. I'm desperately hoping the online gets a little bit better. Granted, today it felt great. I didn't have any problems with the online today. But I know it could be better with Brawlback and all that stuff. But I enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm glad you guys had a good time. GG's all around. Next week we'll be back at it with more Multiversus 2x KO's down, so you guys don't have to worry about another 2x KO stream or anything like that. So we'll be back at it next week with more Multiverses. By then, hopefully, I'll be a little bit more adjusted to the Multiverses engine. And then on at some point next week, it will be a P+ day. I think I'm going to try to dedicate an entire day to P+ for my stream schedule. I really do want to actually learn this game. Either it might be a shared slot between P+, Ultimate, and maybe even Melee. We'll see. I'm thinking it might be Smash Sundays. We'll see how it works. We'll see how the schedule ends up going, and I'll be sure to keep everyone in the loop. But thank you guys all so much for watching. I have a new video coming out on this Friday, so be sure to be subscribed and go ahead and check that out whenever it ends up dropping. I put a lot of work into it. I'm still working on it right now. It's not quite ready, so I'm hoping that it'll be ready by this Friday. Until then, take care.